Americans, you're in Bulldog Nation. Welcome to the Eric Deters Show. As always, we're sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga. Check us out on all the platforms. Well, Trump is miking Joe Biden because he goes up the kiddie stairs to Air Force One, the stair the kids are supposed to use. It's hysterical. Never misses an opportunity to mock Joe Biden. This NSA trader, 31 years old, former NSA, trying to sell secrets at the airport to a Russian agent. Folks, I'm telling you over and over again, beginning with the Obama administration, this country has been infiltrated by spies. It's unbelievable. And I'm going to talk about it more in a topic coming up. For every single baby born in America this year, an illegal alien has come into. God, I loathe Joe Biden. Hating. All right, this ceasefire BS. See, this is the game they played. They act like they're all for Israel, wanting to get rid of Hamas, blah, blah. But now they're saying, maybe we need to do a ceasefire. And Netanyahu is buying that crap, and his generals aren't happy. Ceasefire my ass. Rashida Tlaib has tripled down on the fact that Israel bombed the hospital. The speaker, there's 8 people, there's 7 now because there was 9. One dropped out last night to a standing ovation. He must have been really unpopular. But they're going to keep voting. They claim they're going to have a speaker. I'll believe it when I see it. 50,000 plus canceled real estate deals due to the interest rates. Unbelievable. You ever hear of Blueface, Jamie? There's a guy named Blueface.
No,
a red face, yellow face, green face. Blueface has to pay $13 million to a club that went out of business due to a shooting outside the club. Jill Biden's comments, are you ready for this? When she went to attend a Anna Wintour fundraiser. Do you know what she says? She says, good old Jill says, she would want nobody better than Joe Biden in that situation room. Really? Here's Joe Biden in a situation room. 50 Cent's mocking Joe Biden. When you got black leaders, he's got his own following, mocking a Democratic president, you know he's in trouble. 50 Cent's mocking Biden's beach vacation. Fauci says he can't sleep at night. He has nightmares about the next pandemic. We have nightmares about you, Fauci. Basic skills to graduate. One state, I forget the name of the state, is canceling all those skills because they discriminate against the black people. Way to dumb it down. Way to dumb it down. Hamas is so evil. All the stories coming out. They got $10,000 an apartment for every hostage they kidnapped. Some of the atrocities, beheading, stomping, killing, raping. Some of it's so bad they can't talk about it on television. Hamas, let's cease fire. 158 pile up. 9 killed, 25 wounded in Louisiana. It's always the fog, Jamie. It's always the fog. Trump registered to run for president in New Hampshire. He's way ahead. Now, this is one thing I want to just give a little bit about. Barack Obama says, we have to be a little careful of the response because we're going to harden the attitudes for generations to come. Really? Really, Jackwagon?
You jackwagon?
The Hamas, Hezbollah, Iranian attitudes already harder than an anvil. It's not going to make any damn difference. Joseph Emerson, this jackwagon, got in the cockpit, Alaskan Airlines, turned off the engines. 83 counts of attempted murder. All right, now this, I love this. CBS, 60 Minutes, interviewed these 5 jackwagons, intelligence officers and whatnot, including Christopher Wray, the FBI, on Sunday night. And they all spoke about how dangerous China is, how China steals everything from us. Boom, 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 boom. Who created the situation? Who doesn't do a damn thing about the situation? It's unfreaking believable. It's enough to make your head explode. By the way, Jamie, completely unrelated, but I'm going to break it right here. I think I am going to change my party registration to independent and run for public office as an independent, including for Congress. I can't stand either freaking party. It's tough to win as an independent, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Israelis buy guns. Wow. More and more of them. Why? Why? Why would you buy guns? It's unfreaking believable. China, Russia, and the North Korea, they say this is all a smokescreen. It ain't a smokescreen, folks. It's an all-out war. We have the communists after us, the Muslims after us, the terrorists after us. All right, somebody stole 2 million dimes. Do the math on that, Jamie Spinley. What are 2 million dimes? How much money is that? All I got to say is this. What kind of jackwagon steals 2 million dimes? Why don't you steal 2 million quarters? Let me know when you got that number ready. Stocks went down yesterday. Why? Treasury yields, that's debt, 5%, most yield since 2007. Not looking good. By the way, I'd like to announce here that I'm going to start a Eric Deters finance daily report too. All 3 Italians that were kidnapped by Hamas, dead. Pfizer and Moderna stock went down. Why? Because they're not selling as much COVID vaccine. Chevron's going to buy Hess for $53 billion. Second gigantic deal.
200,000 K.
Do you believe that? All those dimes for just 200,000. Trump is getting more and more union voters. Looking good for him. Musk says he'll give $1 billion to Wikipedia if they change their name to Dickopedia. Middle-class families, you ready for this? Can't buy half of what they could have bought in 2020. Who's voting for Joe Biden? In 3 freaking years, they can't buy half of what they could. Wall Street CEOs are back in Israel. It's kind of a shocker to me, but you know why? The money. Trump is going to hold the next big GOP debate. He's going to hold a rally in Florida. Nashville police son, he apparently has been estranged from him for years, shot 2 cops and is on the loose. Salty groundwater. There's more and more salt, they say, getting into our groundwater. I would like some French fries and salty water. China, according to reports, by 2030, they're going to have 1,000 nuclear warheads pointed at us. I need to run for president. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. We got the fun stuff for you for pop culture today. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, we begin with a 116-year-old San Francisco woman. Obviously, she hasn't been killed yet by some homeless drug dealer. She's the oldest woman in the world, 116. God, you know, wouldn't it be wild to live to be like 120? If I lived to be 120, I've only lived half my life. Maybe I'll be the first. Do you think, Jamie, I could be the oldest?
With all the vitamins you take, probably.
All right. Brittany says Seacrest was a little bit weird. You know what? I think Ryan Seacrest is freaking weird. And speaking of Brittany, it's come out that she auditioned for the Notebook role that Rachel McAdams got, and apparently she killed it. She was that close to getting the role with Ryan Gosling in the Notebook. The rest would have been history. All right. I just have to say this about Paris Hilton. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Not all babies are cute. Now, I'm sure this little boy will grow up nice and handsome, but he looks like an alien baby. I'm sorry, Paris. Apparently, she posted this picture, and there's people talking about how big his head is. I'm not going to make fun of a baby, except to say that he's not cute. Not all babies are cute. I say what people are thinking. What do you all think? Spinley?
Looks like a football head, soccer head.
Remember Arnold, that cartoon? Looks like an Arnold head, only the opposite. He's going vertical instead of horizontal. The Inquisitor is some guy that apparently on TikTok makes all these predictions and everything, claims that he killed himself on TikTok. No word if it's true or not. Jamie, we ought to create a character dressed up in a mask like that. The Inquisitor. We could call him Cornwallis.
Yeah.
Pizza cremation. Some Sons of Anarchy kind of motorcycle guys apparently burnt bodies up in a pizza oven. That'd be a pretty good way to do it, wouldn't you? Have a pizza oven just for bodies. And speaking of pizza oven and bodies, Vinny Asaro, the guy who was behind the $6 million heist at JFK Airport featured in Goodfellas, died at 86 years old. If you're a gangster and you die at 86, that's pretty dang good. Meghan and Harry apparently are in trouble. He attended a Formula One race without her. Everything that comes out about Meghan is just puke-worthy. She thought when she went to England, she was going to have a gold carriage. God, Harry, you screwed up. Tyrese's ex-wife would like to reconcile with him and regrets filing for divorce. She had non-positive people around. Do you all know this? This is a fact, Josh and Jamie, that you have an increased likelihood, like a 50% increased likelihood of getting divorced if your spouse's best friend gets divorced. I survived that. My wife's best friend at the time got divorced. Thank God we didn't. Because you know what they do? They yap. They yap. You ought to get divorced too. You ought to get divorced too. Well, somebody said that to her and she's regretting it. Good for her. Hold this, Travis. There are people offering Travis 6 figures to hold up something while he's with her. Like, here, peanuts, Planters. If you hold this up, we'll give you $100,000. Look, I'm eating Planters while I'm with Kelsey. You know what? I only get 3 figures to hold up stuff like this. Not 6 figures. Hey, Planters, send me my $100. Zodiac, are you ready for this? There's all kinds of Zodiac signs that are lazy and hardworking. Guess who's the hardest working Zodiac sign? Leos. All right. Musk would pay $1 billion, he says, to Wikipedia if they would change their name to Dickopedia. Isn't that great? You gotta love Musk. Naughty Meryl Streep. She apparently had some marital problems when Jack Nicholson claims he boinked her while she was back in the day. And she denied it to her husband, but now she's apparently admitted it to her husband, and they're going to get divorced. It didn't happen during the marriage. It was before the marriage. But for whatever reason, he didn't like the fact that Jack Nicholson diddled her. I think you have to be pretty drunk to diddle Meryl Streep. Of course, that wasn't a problem for Jack Nicholson. Fake heart attack for a meal. This guy's done it 20 times. Why don't you just get a damn job, you fat ass? Jeez, oh freaking Pete. And then we got this gold digger right here. Look at that fake face and fake lips and fake, I call it the Hyde Park look. She apparently stole $500,000 cash from this minor league hockey owner there on the right. Poor guy. She used him for the money. Oldest story since Greek tragedies. Women use men for money. We use them for sex. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.
Hello again, you're watching Eric Deters World News in 60 seconds with Jamie Spinley. Today's latest headlines. A train collision last night in Bangladesh has killed at least 13 people and injured several others. A passenger train crashed into a freight train late last night, 50 miles from the capital city of Dhaka. The crash is under investigation. £52 million worth of jewelry was confiscated by the Spanish police, in which they said it had been taken out of Ukraine illegally. A priest was among the 5 people arrested. The pieces were smuggled out of Ukraine in 2016. Several people are missing after 2 cargo ships collided in the North Sea off the coast of Germany and sank early this morning. One dead body has been recovered. At least 13 police officers and 2 security chiefs have been killed in Mexico's southern state of Guerrero. Some of the victims have been handcuffed before being shot dead. The unidentified attackers had ambushed the security patrols. Until tomorrow, as always, thank you for watching Eric Deters World News. Cheerio.
American cheering Bulldog Nation. Welcome to Eric Deters Local News, always sponsored by Deters Consulting, Park Yoga. Check us out on all their platforms. Well, guess what? There was another shooting in Avondale, Bond Hill, Price Hill, Western Hills. Shooting. I think the community needs to come together to have a conversation. That. It's unbelievable. Mailbox stomp. This guy was going around stomping on mailbox. Why don't you just blow them up with M80s? It's easier. And you know what? Who does this? You know there's cameras everywhere, Jack Wagon. I love this story. Judge Ted Berry, all right? Some woman, he had to call, he's a judge, a municipal judge. He had to call for help. She apparently stabbed him. She's claiming he was trying to hurt himself. Lawyer pled not guilty. He signed an affidavit. It was in front of Bouchard. Bouchard is posted a bond on this woman, protection order and all that. Judge Ted Berry is famous for picking bad women. I got more stories I could share with you, but I won't at the present. Come on, Judge. Date a little higher class citizen. All right, Bellevue was voted by Southern Magazine the most charming town in Kentucky. Congratulations, Bellevue. Colonial College was there for 80 years. Loved that place. Used to go to lunch there all the time with Judge Dressman. Loved their breakfast, loved their lunch. It's getting torn down after the fire. Tyson employee was crushed by a machine. Air Care to University. We hope they're all right. Married with children, Chris and Janine from WGRR are retiring. Who cares? 16-year-old shot and killed breaking into a vape shop. Tyrese Price, the LaSalle guy that was a kid that was hurt, has a broken vertebrae. He's recovering in Cincinnati Children's Hospital. In Kentucky news, Andy Bashir announced $250 billion in sports betting so far. Now, what's that money not spent on because it's lost in gambling? All right, in Ohio, Butler mom passed out with kids in the car. Not good. Issue 24, the housing tax. Every member, affordable housing tax, every member of Cincinnati City Council is against it. Liz Keating, you can't make this up, is the only Republican elected to an urban municipality in the state of Ohio. In other words, Toledo, Columbus, whatever. And she's probably going to lose, and she'll be the last. Portman Center was donated yesterday. Rob. I can't stand the Portmans. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, the American cheering Bulldog Nation, this is Sports Without Boundaries. Why? Because we don't have any boundaries around here. All right, the Vikings last night held off the 49ers 22-17. I thought the 49ers were invincible. Obviously, their beating my Dallas Cowboys was a farce. It's a complete farce. It was an outlier. They've now lost 2 games. Ha, ha, ha. I hate the 49ers almost as I do the Philadelphia Eagles. The Rangers blew out the Astros. You can't make this up. The Astros lost all 4 games at home. And the Rangers, this Garcia, holy cow, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, 5 for 4. The Rangers kicked ass. Now they wait to see who wins tonight between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Why? Because the Diamondbacks won last night 5-1. This is crazy, folks. We could have, or we are going to have, 2 wild card teams in the World Series. Gold Digger. This chick right here, and by the way, I'm not going to offend too many people in Bulldog Nation because most people Bulldog Nation don't look like this. That chick on the left stole $500,000 from the guy on the right who's a Vegas minor league hockey owner. Look at her. I call it the Hyde Park look. The fake lips, the nose, the massive plastic surgery. Will you turn your damn phone off on set, Spindley? Jeez, how insulting. Anyway, look at these chicks. Do they even feel their lips when they kiss?
They don't even look real.
They just yucks. She's a yuck. She stole $500,000 from that guy. NHL, one game. The Canadians 3, the Sabres 1. That's Sabres. All right. Yes. Demir Jackson, the safety to the Denver Broncos, suspended 4 games for this hit. He has been cited before, suspended before. Oh, they sent a message on this one. Giannis, can't make this up. 3 years, $186 million extension. Man, that is, let's do the math, 180 divided by 3, $60 million a freaking year. You pay taxes on it, you got $30 million a year in the bank. These guys, my God. Justin Ross, Kansas City Chiefs, suspended. Well, he's going to be suspended because he got arrested. Justin. All right. Kevin Sumlin, I like this guy. Texas A&M head coach who's now an assistant. He's an offensive coordinator for Maryland, got arrested for DUI. I still don't understand why Kevin Sumlin doesn't have a head coaching job. He did well at Texas A&M with Charlie Manziel. Travis Hunter's moaning and groaning to Deion Sanders that he's broke. Deion said he ain't going to be broke for long. Tyrese Price is the LaSalle Lancer that left the field in an ambulance at the hospital, has a fractured vertebrae. He's at Children's Hospital. His coach says he's got a long way back, but at least he's going to be all right, it looks like. Tristan Jernigan, a top-ranked linebacker out of high school, had committed to Texas A&M. He's going to take a visit with the Alabama Tide. You know what that means. He's not going to be going to Texas A&M. Alex Rodriguez is demanding the Yankees retire his number 13. You know what? Nobody likes Alex. I don't either. But John Robinson, they played some games with him. He didn't play because of his health relative to the Atlanta Falcons, but the Falcons are under fire how they handle. See, you can't play games. You got to tell people, are you going to really play or not play? Are you on the sick list? Why you're on the sick list? I say it's a bunch of BS. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.